Hi, y'all. I'm Susie. Welcome to my craft room here in South Carolina in the United States. We're on the East Coast side of the United States, and it is beautiful here today. The weather's about 73 degrees. We got a slight breeze blowing. It's just been incredible today. I've written down some notes because this is the third time that I've done this introduction video. The first two times I was so nervous, I just made a mess of everything, couldn't keep my thoughts in order. So I thought I would just write some things down and refer to my notes. First of all, I just want to introduce myself a little bit, tell you about me. I'm so excited to finally be here. I've had some pretty serious health issues. As a matter of fact, I'm recovering from two strokes that I had rather recently. One was just before Christmas, and one was in January. And I have been working very hard to get the use of everything back. I still have an issue with my eyes kind of wandering off different places. So I'm sorry if that is distracting or bothers you. But it's just kind of a side effect of the strokes. Um, but anyway, I am single. I live alone. I have two children. One is deceased. I lost him about 21 and a half years ago. And then I have a beautiful daughter and a grandson. And they don't live near me. They're quite a ways away, so I don't really get to see them, and that's been difficult for me. But I'm doing fine. I'm a three-time cancer survivor. Obviously, the chemo and the different treatments that I've had to endure have caused some other health issues. Everything seems to be a trade-off, but I'm doing well. I've recovered from everything very, very well. I'm limited in what I can do. I am disabled from everything that I've been through, but I'm happy. I'm otherwise healthy. I'm living on my own, doing on my own. I do have to have some help, on occasion to get things from the store. And right now with the COVID virus, I can't really go and do anything, even though things are starting to open back up. But I do have some friends that are doing porch drop offs for me, and I'm taking all the precautions necessary to stay safe. A little bit about how I got started. I've been journaling for a long time, and I did not know that it was called junk journaling. I don't know when that term came about or exactly how it came about, but I thought I was just journaling in a scrapbook. I would find things that I liked. I'd put them in a notebook, a book of some sort, and then I'd write down things that were going on or my thoughts or my feelings. And so I had no idea that there was such thing as a junk journal. Well, my mother passed away about 2.5 years ago, and she had an old Bible that her mother had given her back in 1938, I believe it was, and it had a real thin leather cover, and the cover had cracked. So I went online to see what I could do to repair the cover. And I ran across Nick the Booksmith. And she was the first one that I heard talk about junk journaling. Well, I got so excited because I got to see what she was talking about with junk journaling. And then I went crazy looking for all the junk journalers to watch videos and see what they were doing and how they were doing it. And I was so excited to see all the pretty papers and pretty techniques that people were using. The Bible still hasn't been fixed, unfortunately. I just got sidetracked, and I started buying supplies and making journals more than just what I was using that people would have considered junk. So it's been really, really an exciting 2.5 year journey. And I'm very appreciative for all of you content creators that are out there. You've been a huge, huge, huge inspiration to me. Going through the medical issues that I've gone through, I don't know what I would have done without this community. Not only are the creators giving so freely of their time and their talent, but I have been so inspired by the subscribers that show such love, such concern for the content creators. Occasionally, I do see an ugly comment that someone will leave, and it breaks my heart. Everything is art, and beauty is absolutely in the eye of the beholder. and I think it's rude and unnecessary for the people that leave the negative comments. Constructive criticism is one thing, but just nasty comments are something else. Um, but I'm just so inspired by this whole community. For the first probably year and a half, I watched videos and I didn't leave a comment because, as you can see, I'm old, and I felt like that if people knew that I was old and I was watching those kind of things, and that I would somehow be judged for, not, I don't know, you're kind of not in the in crowd. And it took me a while to realize that a significant amount of the people in this community are over 40, over 50, some in their 60s and 70s. And it was very exciting to me. So, about a year ago, I started leaving a few comments. And then I realized that the content creators were trying to respond to everybody's comments. So then I felt bad about leaving comments because I didn't want people to feel like they had to comment back. I just wanted to say, I'm inspired, great job, I love it, whatever. So I'm kind of torn about whether to leave comments or not leave comments. I want to encourage you, but I don't want you to feel like you always have to answer everything that I say. And sometimes I just get like a thumbs up from y'all, a like on my comment, and that is sufficient. You don't even have to do that. I just I want to let y'all know how I feel about you. And there's no way that I could possibly tell you how much you've meant in my life while I was going through my recovery process. Okay, moving on from that, I want to talk a little bit about my goals. One of my main goals, because I have been so inspired, is each month I want to recognize an artist, one of you content creators that have created beautiful, beautiful journals. And I don't even like the word junk journals. I heard someone refer to them as treasure books, and I think that is absolutely a more appropriate term for them because they are treasures, just awesome things. So, what I'm going to do is pick one artist each month to honor. I want to honor them, I want to thank them, and I don't think there's any way that you can compliment anybody any better than by publicly recognizing them and using their ideas, their kits, their papers, um, in a way that showcases that artist. Um, I think that is the best compliment in the world, to be able to do that. So that's what I want to do. So how I went about, I've chosen two, one to start June the 1st and the next one to start July 1st. And what I did is I had dozens of the content creators that were inspiring to me, and I didn't know how to choose which one I wanted to do first because I really, really want to recognize y'all for what you've done for me. So what I did was I wrote down the names of dozens and dozens of content creators, and I put them in a bowl, and then I chose one, and I decided that would be the one I did for June, and then I chose another one for July. So what I want to do during that time is I want the content creators and the subscribers to make recommendations to me on who they think that I should showcase, that I should recognize and honor for their contributions to this community. So you can private message me, you can leave a message in the comments, however you want to do. I'm going to leave my contact information in the description box, but I would like for y'all's input to see who y'all think that really really deserves to be honored and recognized. And so what I also I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge each one of you to create either a tag, an embellishment, a page, or something to send to the featured artist with your name, your location, and just a note saying how they've inspired you, what they've meant to you, etc. That way, that artist can put all of those into a journal so that he or she will be inspired anytime they look at that to see what a difference they have made in this community, in people's lives, and that we do appreciate and love them. Um, So that is something that I really want to do. Um, then I tomorrow I'm going to announce which kit I'm going to use. I'm going to announce the June person today because I want everybody to have time to get the kit if they want to use the same one, and if they don't, that's fine. They can, use whatever papers they want to. But to honor this artist, I want to use the papers from that artist, and um, work on a journal honoring that person. So another goal that I have for my channel is I want to try to help people to learn how to junk journal on a tiny budget. Because I'm disabled, I know what it's like to not have any extra money each month, and to struggle. And I've seen comments, and most of the content creators' comments, where people can't afford to buy a distress ink, or to buy fancy papers, or to, get a trimmer, just various things. And so I want to show various ways to save money, to not spend money, to use what you have at home, to, have your neighbors, friends, people at church, or whatever, save stuff for you, so that people that need the assistance and want to really participate in this community can, and feel like they are a valued member, whether it's a content creator or a subscriber. So I really, really want to help anybody that is on like almost a no budget to make this work for them, because it's really exciting, the things that I've had to learn to do, to improvise, um, to be able to do things. Thank God I've been able to sell my work, and as I've sold my things, then I've taken that money and put it into more supplies, etc. So that is really something that I want to do. I also want to participate in the 3 and 30 challenge, uh, the between the alphabet challenge, the 3 and 30 challenge, and also the color challenge. And I'm going to do that now, between now and the 1st of June, so that people can learn me, learn my style, how I do things, kind of how I work, maybe how I organize or don't organize things. And I do want to continue to learn from all of you content creators, and support your channels and your work, because y'all have meant so much to me. Um, I've run into a few glitches on Facebook, but I think I have it up and running. So I will try to link below. I don't have the URL, but I do know that it's Susie's Playroom in Facebook. Um, my I'm a little confused on adding that to my Twitter. I do have a Twitter personally, but I'm trying to make it for business as well. So I don't have that quite worked out yet. But once I do, I'll post that in my comments. I'll put my email in the comments of this. So any advice that you have, suggestions, constructive criticism, whatever, please feel free to contact me and let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, criticisms, help, anything that you want to do. I'm new to all this. I'm computer stupid. Um, and so I'm kind of doing the best that I can. Obviously, I'm very nervous. Um, so, maybe y'all can help me with the nerves too. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead today and announce who that I've chosen. And like I said, tomorrow I will show the kit that I've chosen, and kind of go through it, let everybody see what it looks like in slow time. Um, but the person that is going to be honored for June, and I pray that all of you will help me to honor her, and it is a her, that y'all will help me to honor her by publicly acknowledging her in your chats, in your content. Maybe use some of her papers or some of her designs, um, just to show her how much we really, really appreciate and love her. and also to create something to send to her. And you can contact her through her Etsy to get her address if you want to participate. And I would ask that any submissions that you make, that you do it by the end of June, because July 1st we're going to be starting with a new artist that I will announce in the middle of June, so that you'll have time to prepare for July. Again, I want your suggestions for who to choose for August and the rest of the year, etc. So anyway, the person that was chosen out of the bowl first was Gi Kerr. I'm so excited. She does such amazing, amazing work. She has come up with so many designs, and her papers are absolutely gorgeous. Her Facebook group is fun. So please help me in honoring Gi Kerr. Thank you, G, for all that you've meant to me, and I'm sure to the rest of the community. You've got over 17,000 subscribers, so it's obvious that a lot of people really, really love you. Hopefully, we'll get you over 20 very, very soon. God bless you. God bless you all, and thank you all. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like it. Again, send me any suggestions that you may have. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.